Hi traders, David here again from Apex Alpha Wave Trader. I want to quickly show us what the dollar index is saying and possibly some setups you might want to consider for this last week of May we are going into. So this is the dollar index and this is the daily time frame right now, and you can see what's been going on here for the past few weeks. So right now we are bouncing off of this level of support, and that gives us railway tracks, and we know that railway tracks are a reversal candle pattern, so that means that prices are going up. So if we go down to the 4-hour chart, you can see it's already in the process of heading up. We had a positive divergence situation here, then we had the wave bottom situation, golden cross here, golden cross here, price is going up. So automatically that means that if you are going to trade the pairs like Euro USD, GBP USD, AUD USD, New Zealand USD, you may want to think about selling. And if you are going to trade the USD CHF, USD CAD, possibly USD JPY, USD Mexican, you are going to think of buying as well. Okay, so having said that, I just want to quickly show you that some of the New Zealand pairs are setting up for some uh, beautiful setups this week. So let's have a look at AUD NZD, and you can see I'm on the daily chart. If I go to the weekly chart, you can see that we are at a level of resistance. Okay, and you can see here a candle formation that looks suspiciously like a railway track, so we can call it a sort of semi-railway tracks, which can also be construed as a reversal pattern. So we are looking for short positions this week, but here, look at this. MACD is still crossed and going up, so you have to wait until you get a positive sign to go down. Okay, so on the daily time frame now, you can see what's happening here. We have what looks like negative divergence, but I submit to you that because of this spinning top here, we're at a level of support. I believe that we still have one more run up in price before we get a drop down. So this week we are going inside. You may want to think about buying the AUD NZD. Okay, now because the dollar index is heading up, New Zealand is heading down, and this is AUD NZD, so that means that the AUD will probably, I mean the Australian dollar will probably appreciate against the New Zealand. Now this is a 4-hour chart. This looks like a positive divergence situation in the works. So what I'm expecting is that we'll have a slight dip here, possibly to this region, or here to this region of support, and then we are going to have an upsurge in price. Okay, so expect to get your profit target somewhere between the resistance area and here. All right, so that's about 70 to 80 pips. So let's have a quick look at New Zealand CHF. You can see that we are currently in the fourth wave on this daily chart, but we're at a level of resistance. We have a spinning top here together with this candle that creates railway tracks for us. So if we go to the 4-hour chart, you can see that we already have what looks like negative divergence forming. So what I advise you to do is wait for valid wave top situation, get a dead cross on the EMAs. We already have a dead cross here. You can take this trade to the downside, possibly to this region here. Okay, so another one we can look at is the New Zealand JPY, and you can see I've already marked the areas of support and resistance from the weekly time frame. Now this being the daily time frame, you can see that we have an inside candle and a spinning top situation here. This is a reversal candle. So if we go to the 4-hour chart now, you can see that the price has already turned. Now I profited from this immensely last week because I got in very early and I took my profit here. But now we had the divergence situation, negative divergence. We have a wave top situation. We have a dead cross here. We are going to get a dead cross sooner or later on the EMA. So we are going to take a short trade with this area as our possible price target. Okay, let's have a quick look at New Zealand CAD, NZD CAD, and you can see here we are already at a level of resistance. We have an inverted hammer here. We had a normal hammer here because we are about to turn around. Okay, so we go to the 4-hour chart, and this is what we see. You can see we already have negative divergence in the works. MACD has already given us a dead cross. We need a dead cross on the EMAs. So if you go to the 1-hour chart here, all you need to do is wait for this upsurge in price. Most likely if we look critically, it might get to this region here and drop. So you are going to wait for an opportunity to go short on this trade coming Monday. Okay, so I believe that with these setups you are going to have a very profitable week. So profitable trading to anyone and everyone, and happy trading.